What is up, everybody? It is CLASS, and today I'm bringing you a review of my Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Bludgeon. And this guy is amazing. So first off, you guys can see that this guy is a tank. He does roll in his vehicle mode. He's a cool tank, and yeah, so let's get into this cool figure. So guys, as you guys can see, he has a cool little Decepticon logo on the side. These are a cool selection of the greens, oranges, browns, whitish gray, and different other colors, which are, pretty much make up this guy. So as you guys can see, it says the Decepticon symbol right there. You guys can see his treads. They use orange, black, whitish, and all that other stuff. Then they have some browns in the crest and greens. They use different shades of greens on the top, and as you guys can see. And then on the front, they use some browns, oranges, same thing, just the normal color scheme that they use for this guy. Then they have this turret, they use some whitish gray. It's actually can go 360, and pretty cool turret, moves and all. And then he has these two side cannons, which don't really do anything, just sit there. And yeah, this part right here can actually go 360 if it wanted to. It doesn't get hindered by anything, so it's pretty cool. And then on the side, it has the same thing like it did on the other side, but instead of having a Decepticon logo on one of the panels, it has it on this side, on the actual tank piece right here, if you guys can see that. And then again, the treads, orange, black, whitish gray, I would say. And then they use some other greens and, browns. Alright, so here's the bottom. They use the same thing, some oranges, a different type of orange, but a little bit lighter. Browns, and then some whites in there. And yeah, alright, so to transform this dude, what I like to do is I like to take out his little sword, which is also his little cannon piece, and I'll put that to the side. Then I'll lift up this guy, and I like to unhinge these things first, which are, it's only 4 of them that you unhinge. Then you can loosen up his legs, which just come out sometimes. I'm trying to unloosen up the leg piece. That part just comes out. Then the other side just seems to come out too. And then you can get the 2 legs, and then you can actually bring these panels. They slide down, kind of, and then when you turn it, they slide down. Or you have to slide them back up. My bad. They slide back up. Then you bring the legs, pop them. You pull up the skirt too. You pop this up. Then you can pop in the legs right here. I'm getting stuttery on here. Then you can go to the feet. You unhinge this part, then you pop out the feet like so, and then you can pop back this part and then drop that down. Then for the same on the other side, you can pop this part out, bring around the feet, and pop it down like so. And then you can just take down the 2 pieces, these 2 arms, undo them. Then you can pop the head up, which is cool. The head just pops up, normally. And then you have the bludgeon almost transformed. And then what I like to do is I'll bring down the arms and just drop them down, and then unhinge them, and then pop this piece down, and then pop that skirt down. Forgot to do that. Then I'll take the other side, unhinge the arms, and then I'll pop this down, and then you pop the arm, and then you pop this piece down, and voila, you have Bludgeon transformed. Alright, so here's Decepticon Bludgeon transform. Also, what I like to do with the sword is I'll just stick it into his little place of where he can hold his sword, like so. And also, you just turn this thing around. You can open up his tank, actually, and then his knife should have popped out, but I have no idea where it is, and I just found it. It would be in this little sheet right here, but you just take that out, then you can close this. Then you take his knife or other secondary blade and just stick it in the side, or you can leave it in the back. It doesn't really matter. And there you have Bludgeon transformed. So what I like about this figure is he reminds me of a samurai. Well, the look of him is samurai-ish, as you guys can see. The skirt piece and just the whole thing just, looks exactly almost like a samurai transformer, which is why I like this figure. And yeah, he comes with 2 little blade swords. Just shows all the decency. That there's his face, cool little samurai skull look. His face can kind of go 360, but it's kind of hindered by other stuff in the back. So you can tell if he's looking left to right or whatever. And then, you know, his arms are fully movable. They can actually turn. And then, you know, they have like a cool joints in the arm to where it can bend a lot. And then you can actually have him come over if you wanted to, maybe hold his sword or get close to holding the sword, like so. And then you can just swivel that back down. And then also you can do the same with this arm. And, you know, the knees bend at the joint, which are awesome. And you can put him some cool poses if you really wanted to, like so. Like bam. You guys can see that. So for the detail of this figure, oh crap, his leg popped out. It tends to happen like that. For the detail of this figure, I really like this figure. Like, you guys can see his face. You guys see all the little cool work they put into him. His arms, the Decepticon symbol again. You know, and for the legs, I like this thing is the gears. They actually move when you move the leg, which is pretty cool. If you guys can see all that. You know, just cool little detailing on this guy. I really, really like this. Here's his blade again, if you guys can see that. You know, real plain, but who cares? Doesn't really need that much detail. And yeah, just the whole thing is freaking awesome. The back has cool detail. Still has that machine gun turn on. Nothing really happens with that. And yeah, you guys can see all the little tank marks, you know, the vents and whatnot. And, you know, these pieces, which are awesome. And then, you know, some his treads and all that stuff. And this figure is just cool. Yeah, guys, if you guys are wondering, can he hold his weapons? He actually can have a cool grip on his weapons. You just take out the sword, and if either hand you want it in, I like to put it in this one. His sword is actually kind of warped from packaging, but, you know, it's not that big of a deal. He actually holds his sword pretty good, and I guess if you wanted him to have it with two hands, you just pop it down a little bit more, and then you can actually bring it across to the point of where he can hold his weapon with two hands, and it's not a big deal. You feel me? You actually can have him hold him with two hands, or close to holding it with two hands, which is awesome. And then if you guys don't want that, you can actually have him hold his blade in both hands, like so. You just pop that in. Just pop the blade in, and he can be holding his blade, which is cool. And if you don't want the blade in that hand, you actually can do a double-sided sword blade, which is awesome. You just get the sword, you get the blade, and you can just plug it in to the bottom, so he has a double-wielded bladed sword, which is awesome. And also, just to get back to the back, his backpack opens up like I showed you before, and it has all these cool little gears moving around, and which reveals the hidden place to put his blade if you wanted to, while in vehicle mode or in transformed mode, which is awesome. And yeah, it just opens and closes, you know, all those cool little gears. And yeah, so yeah, thank you guys for watching my review on this guy. He's really awesome. I'm happy I picked this guy up. I know this figure is old, but I just had to review this guy. So guys, again, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, this is ScottOras. Bye.